G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for part number 24 of my Acid Retaliation Sentinel playthrough. Last episode we finished up Barrowholm up here, did all of their quests, all that sort of fun stuff. I do need to actually go back to Barrowholm and pick up their writ, and I should probably check what other reputations I can maybe look at getting a writ for. Let's see, what do we got here? So Barrowholm, obviously. All three of the witch gods are already at Honored, which is nice. Revered on Homestead, and the rest are under control. Okay, so I just need this one. Today we are going to go through the portal to Malmouth, and we're going to get started on that. So I guess since we're already kind of halfway up this side, we'll just go through Barrowholm instead of going around it. And I can never remember which one of these I want. I think it looks like I want this one. So if we go up and around, yeah, this looks good. This looks good. So yes, today we are going to the city of Malmouth. Resistances are well and truly under control. There shouldn't be anything, I don't think, that will be shredding my my Aether resistance. So I should just take a ton of, or a ton less damage from ethereals, which is definitely something you want to have when you're heading into a city that's full of ethereals. So that's going to be good. How are we looking for Chthonic reputation? Where are they? We're hated. Okay, so we're not going to have to worry about Gravathul, which is good. Although, I mean, I do like loot, and Kuba was not particularly difficult, so yeah, maybe it would be alright. So let's jump on in. And the Desolate Wastes, when I'm coming through here, generally speaking, I just come up here to the left. I look for the big skull, because there's this Exalted Stash underneath it. If this isn't here, yeah, I got nothing. I have no idea where the other spawns for that are. Usually I just sort of head up and to the left. Oh, hello. That's a lot of these guys, and they're dead. What level are you? You're level 94. Okay, so I can indeed start getting perdition pieces. Now, I have one piece already, and that is in the stash. So, pretty happy about that. So basically, I just need to get as many heroes as I can now, which means I'm going to do this for these extra heroes. And we're going to kill them. Hopefully they'll drop me something juicy. What level are you? You're only level 82. So I'm thinking maybe the heroes themselves can drop it, but maybe the totems and such can't yet. Let's go ahead and finish off vulnerability. I am thinking a couple of extra points in Curse of Frailty just to increase the area of effect, and also the duration is probably not a bad idea. Maybe take this up to 3, 4, maybe 5. As far as attributes, one more in physique there. Pretty much, not all, but a lot of my points are going into physique. Just need to become more tanky. Alright, what do we got here? Dawn Guard is 94, so yes. It does indeed look like I can get mythical perdition pieces from heroes. Remains to be seen if the actual totems and such can drop them yet. If they can, I probably should start farming them in the next level or so. Anyway, we'll see how we go. I've successfully swapped sides instead of going where I need to go. Coming up in this next area is my good friend Eket Zul, who basically just does a ton of fire damage. So that should be relatively easy. Fire is not a resistance that I'm having any issues with. I'm not over the cap. Well, I am at the cap. So I don't have any items that increase my maximum fire resistance. There we go. It took a little while, but I managed to spit it out. Alright, here we go. Nearly there. Thinking about Ulgrim, I'm probably not going to fight him. I'm thinking I probably could, but I don't think it's actually worth fighting him, so I don't think I'm going to bother. But Eket Zul here, definitely have to fight him. So I'm watching for the Sunder when he leans forward and flaps his wings, and then I'm watching for the the volcano, when he puts the volcano under you, that's something you want to dodge. There's the Sunder. So next up should be the volcano, there it is. And down he goes. So Will of Fate, level 94 blues, lovely, love to see it. Stone plate greaves are pretty good. These are crafted. I know it shows them as magical, but they will come with rare affixes. Boots with piercing and physical resistance as standard is not bad. I think I'm going to try and keep the Vilescorn greaves and just see if I can maybe get better rolls on those. So the Vilescorn greaves and pants are both quite common. So I should get a couple of each of them before I hit sort of 94. And we can see how that goes. Okay, so snap out of it. I'm not the Emperor, I'm your friend. Void to Malmouth, and I will find his way out. Alright, awesome. So this little section here, there's a whole bunch of, you know, these idiots here. You can fight them, you can... Well, now I have to fight them. Fosdaroth here is made out of loot, so I need to fight this. There he goes. What have you got? Nightscorn, level 82. And Bounty Hunter Shoulder Guard. This is the other thing as well. So this is a blue level 94. This tells me that the Perdition helmet, I think it is, that comes as a blueprint, is now droppable. So I want to be looking out for that. And it is relatively common, I think. So I would say it's not uncommon for me to see the blueprint before I see any of the actual pieces. So if I find the blueprint, happy days. If I find individual pieces, also great. So we've made it out. Let's go and eat our conversation pie here. There we go. Of course, we already know that particular blueprint, always, every time, is going to be one you already know. Okay, we can just walk through these guys. I think it's probably worth killing them. At least a little bit worth. You need to get out of the way there, buddy. Alright. So, next thing we need to look at is the portals. The chthonic portals into... is it called Mondale? I forget the name of the actual area. I think Mondale is the outside part. But regardless, we need to find that. There's also a totem down here that I will want to be doing. So we will get on that for sure. Got some frisbees for these guys to play with. That is an Aether Crystal. Well, it's an Aether Shard, I guess. It's almost as good. Aether Shard. Whenever I see an Aether Shard drop, I'm just thinking in my brain, that's 3 dynamite. Okay, let's turn the loot off so I can see what's going on. Getting procs on the shield is very, very nice. And we have got Stoneplate Waistguard. That's a level 82, that's 82, and that's also 82. It does seem like the totems are not dropping level 94 stuff yet. I already know you, and you. Yeah, so probably not worth looking for totems to farm just yet, but it's definitely on the list of things to do soon, I think. Okay, Earthbound of Ruin, that's not bad. Dager's Hood, okay. I am going to keep my hands on the Dager's stuff, because I do want to try it. Now, the thing with it is, I'm looking at the armor on this, and it's kind of the same as the Perdition stuff. So if you just look at this, I mean, I don't have the spirit to use this actually, so I'm probably not going to end up using it. But it does look like it's a kind of a side grade with a little bit more damage and a little bit less tank. That's kind of how I would describe it if anyone asked. I don't know that that's true because I haven't used it yet. It seems like it's more of a caster set than a retaliation set, which is fine. But The other thing I was thinking as well, so I'm using 5-piece perdition, and my average armor level is 2,600, which is already higher than a lot of my level 100 characters. So I think we'll probably be fine using the level 65 set all the way up to the mythical. So I'm most likely not going to end up swapping the gear out, but if it bothers you, you definitely can go and find individual resonance? No, individual, you know, flesh warped whatevers to kind of replace them. The flesh warp set does have retaliation stuff on it. It also has skill points to things that are, you know, we're using. It has +3 to vulnerability on the chest, for example. Red portal here, or red portal not here, I should say. Which means we are heading directly to the southeast. And ignoring all these idiots, it's kind of level with the tap there. For anyone who's not familiar with the tap, let me just go and uncover it. It's this little Y shape on the map here. If you imagine this is the wall, and this is where the handle is on your tap, and then the water comes out here, that's just kind of how I remember that section. And one of the portals is kind of right here, the next one is right here, and then the other one is about here. So if we're level with that, and we just head to the side, when you get to the wall, go down, here's your camp. So just kind of down that way. Maybe if you imagine it's a gun, like there's a pistol handle, there's, I mean, that's way too far forward, it should be back here, but you just go with it, right? It's a bad analogy, but, you know, it works. It works. Alright, so I'm in the top right, and you can tell it's the top right because that's where the world ends in this little section. So I need to get down to about here to find the, what is his name? I can't remember his name. The big undead golem thing. Where is he? Bandragos. There we go. So this is what I'm actually here for. Hopefully I won't have to fight... what's his name? The Chthonian dude in here. Gabalthun, I think it is. Hopefully I won't have to fight him at the same time. And judging by the fact that, you know, this guy's dead, I definitely won't have to fight them at the same time. If your damage is low, these guys will actually heal both themselves and also him, and it can be a bit of a nightmare. I played, I think it was the Chaos Warlock, had some real issues with fighting those. So it can be an issue, but looks like we're fine here. Now I'm going to go looking for Gabalthun. There is also a treasure trove in here, and there is a quest in the deeper section, so I might go do that as well. I don't usually do it, but I'm not going to do the actual quest, I think. But going down there and killing what's her name? Lunar Valgoth. That's definitely worth it. Mythical Mariband, I haven't seen that in a while. I haven't used it in a while either. There we go. Usually when I'm doing pets, the physical to vitality conversion is something I'm trying to avoid. So using Mariband, it's one of those things you want to use them early, but then later on, once you've got your pets all converted over to one type of damage, almost never vitality while leveling, then you don't want to use it. So usually by the time you've got it, you don't want it, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Right, let's pop down one level. So the easiest way out is through a lot of the times with these areas. Well, actually the easiest way out is back to the main menu. But bottom of this little ramp here, there'll be another red portal. It might be at the top, actually. Oh, there it is. Give me the loot. Thank you very much. And now we'll just go down one more level. We've reached the 6th plane of hell. Or the fringes of sanity, as it were. And we can just work our way through here. Kill everything, because they're made out of loot. And they're made out of Barrowholm reputation, actually, these ones. And I guess the Outcast too. I think that's... Yeah, the Outcast likes it when you kill Chthonians. The Black Legion doesn't care, Rovers don't care, Death Vigil doesn't care, Resistance doesn't care, Homestead doesn't care. None of these idiots care. Ugdenbog doesn't care, so yeah, it's just literally Barrowholm and the Outcast. And nobody cares about the Outcast anyway. It's kind of sad considering how good some of her stuff was, that she's just been completely made obsolete by the Witch God cults. All of her good augments are just done better by the Witch cults. Okay, so let's just clear the area. So there is a boss fight here, and Luna Valgoth is semi-scary. Not really, I guess, but a little bit. So you can do this quest or not, it's up to you. I'm going with not. So I'm just here to kill Luna Valgoth. Why? Actually, I don't know. She doesn't drop anything I want. I guess if she's dropping level 94 legendaries, that's not entirely true. What do we got here? These gloves look decent, actually. I'm going to hang on to those. I don't think I'm going to use them, and I can't use them while I'm using Perdition, but I haven't actually looked at the gear I need for what I'm going to call the final build. Those look like they might be part of it, though, so I'm going to hang on to them. Alright, give me that crystal. You guys haven't seen it at this point yet, if you're watching this video when it comes out, but the last video in the Zero to Hero series for the Primal Strike Elementalist, I mentioned why I am always saying that there's no such thing as too many Aether Crystals and you can never have enough. The 4 of the components that go into the finished build for that character, just 4 components, and keep in mind you have 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, you have 13 components in a set of gear. Just 4 of them was over 150 Aether Crystals to make. And that's not including the parts that I didn't have to craft because I already had them. So there's a lot of sub-components that go into those sorts of things that require Aether Crystals as well. So 150 odd Aether Crystals just for 4 components. That is why I say you can never have enough of them. Also, you burn through tons of them while you're leveling, so it's just always good to have more, and it's never a bad time to go for a quick sneaky run through Wardenkrieg's lab and just collect a few more. But yeah, I never actually added up how many it actually costs for an endgame build. I knew it was heaps because I was forever running Wardenkrieg's lab when I got to level 100, but I didn't actually count it. Now I've counted it, and it's a lot. You use a ton of Aether Crystals. Also, those 4 components that I checked used 50 or 60 Ugden Blooms as well. So you need lots of those too. Alright, so I need to go downstairs here and get the other quest item here. Then we'll head up to the Rift, and we'll do that little fight there. And then we'll go talk to Dayla, and she can give us... It's Blazeheart, I think, from Dayla. Okay, Venalius the Voracious is now dead. Now, hopefully I've got enough room in my inventory, actually. Is Torax Stereo? Or is that the Bounty? I can't remember. The one that's possibly here. He's not home today anyway. He's at one of his other spawn locations, which is nice. Don't have to worry about fighting him. We are also in the area for Malmouth Resistance here, so hopefully I can get the XP pots online before I don't need them anymore. Alright, we can skip those things. Don't need to fight all of that. Most of it's going to follow me up here anyway, but that's fine. Alright, here we go. We got a couple of heroes here, so maybe we get some gear upgrades. Would be nice. Having the entire Mythical Perdition set ready to go when I hit level 94 would be amazing. It would be surprising, but it would also be amazing. We do now. I am on it. 3.8 meter across. Let's change that to 5.3. I think 4 points here is kind of enough. If we just... Hang on, do I have a nice bit of open ground here? It doesn't show it. Okay. Never mind then. I'll just make it bigger anyway. Let's go talk to Dayla before I clear that rift accidentally. We'll talk to her. We'll grab the Blaze Heart and whatever other thing she gives us. Tonic of Clarity. And there we go. So there's Blaze Heart. Not a bad sword. Not an amazing sword, but not bad. Fire Strike, Siphon Souls. Yeah, can't complain about that. Okay, thanks for the blade. And I'm out of here. I'm going to head back to the Covens Refuge here, just to empty my inventory. I think there was a couple items I wanted to hang on to as well. I'm going to chuck those in here. You see I've already got one piece of the Mythical Perdition set, which is honestly kind of shocking. I'm going to hang on to that because I have another character that's using that, and I want to kind of check it to see if it's got any gear upgrades or any... check it if this is better than the one I already have. Viper Fang Grips I'll hang on to. I think that was the one I was going to keep, wasn't it? Yeah, I think that's it. Alright. So, we can sell pretty much all of this, I think. I'll keep daggers as well. I might just have a look at it. If I can get the whole set, which usually I get the whole set, then I'll have a look, but I think I may be well short on the spirit requirements. But we can do a kind of comparison without actually putting it on, perhaps. Although, without actually putting it on, that comparison is not going to be very accurate. I am definitely not spending 100 attribute points on spirit just to do it, though. Could I even get close? No, I couldn't. That's fine. Actually, we'll hang on to that. Why not? Can't hurt, right? I mean, unless it does. And we will keep Dager's stuff as well, just to see if it's any good. Okay, let's go spelunking. So we're going for a swim through the sewers now, and honestly, there's kind of nothing in the sewers that I'm too worried about. I don't need to kill you guys because I don't need ascended hoods from you, so that's fine. Can skip a lot of this stuff. I'm not too worried about XP. I know I said in the last episode or the one before that I was a little bit low leveled, but honestly it doesn't matter. We can get those last levels by doing the Mythical Perdition set farm, which is going to end up happening at some point. So I'm sure I will get plenty of levels out of that. The great thing about the Perdition set is that it's blue. That's honestly its greatest redeeming feature is the fact that it's blue, because totems just absolutely vomit blue items. I've had a few times where I've done a single totem and walked away with 14 blue items out of it. So if you're looking for blue items, you want totems. They are better than even really deep Shattered Realm. Shattered Realm's certainly better for purple items. But if you want the maximum number of blue items per hour, then you want to be doing totems, regardless of how strong your character is. Alright, do I need to kill Galacros? I think the answer is no. I think the answer is just, let's get through this. Who are you? Bulldoze the Burning Bile. Alright, sure. You're made out of loot, we can kill you. Down he goes. No blue for me this time, which, I mean, I would love a blue. Especially one with the word Perdition written on it. Nearly there. Here we go. So here's the exit. And we have made it to the Resistance hideout. Captain Wilfor, we can talk to you. And then we'll talk to Ulgrim. There we go. Alright, Stoneform rank 11. Love to see that. I will destroy the wagons. I'll get to you, don't worry. Alright, what did I pick up in the sewers? Not much, actually. How are we doing for... where are they? Malmouth Resistance. So 800, I'm almost certainly going to get that out here in the Candle District. And if I don't, I'm going to get it from the first quest I turn in. So don't let me turn in a whole bunch of quests without getting the writ. Alright, everything's quiet out here. It's too quiet. Probably should turn the music back on. Alright, Ethereal Sentinel. Now I'm looking for the very first... are they blood wagons? No, just regular wagons. I always miss the first one. Even when I'm standing here or sitting here talking about the first one and how I always miss it, still somehow miss it. Spell Sage, level 94. Yep, okay. We are in business. We are on the hunt for the Perdition. Ha! I didn't think that would reach. But yeah, we are absolutely in business here. So everything with a star above its head is a target. Even a lot of this stuff without a star above its head should probably be a target. Let's go... Where's old mate? Here he is. So here's old mate. Let's see if he wants to die today. What do you mean, yours? I can get you out of here. I can get you there safety. Nope, nope, he wants to die. Okay. Well, we can save the kids at least. There we go. And more crystals. Remember what I said? There is no such thing as enough Aether crystals. There was one point actually where my main sort of level 100 save, I had over 1,000 of them. That's gone. I don't have that anymore. The very first character I got to level 100, the dual-wielding Aether Death Knight, I farmed forever in the Warden's laboratory. Not because I wanted Aether crystals, because I didn't know at the time how sort of useful and or used they were. I was just there to kill Warden Krieg because he's an easy boss and he drops loot. And at the time I didn't know how much more effective it was to just chain totems than it is to kill Krieg. But yeah, I stacked up tons of those things and they are all gone. I think my main save, I have a pile of like 30 of them at the moment. Actually, I'll have a bit. I'll probably have a few more of those because I migrated the Elementalist over to the main save and brought all of his components with me. All right, I actually need to go back out onto the street here, but I want to kill Pavros here the first. Pavros Undilian. Unfortunately, Mythical Dawnshard Gaze. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the Perdition stuff. How can I go through there? Let's see, it looks like I can. Get out of the way. Go and get... Let's also change this to moving, because I don't really want to be left-clicking things. Here's my wagon, actually. It's all the way over here. That's kind of out of the way. Alright. So I'm here for the totem. Let's get the totem. And Curse of Frailty now actually hits a decent number of targets. So you love to see that. I'm standing in goop, which I don't love. And what do we got? Absolution Relic. We've got Plague Guard Grips, so that's two of the crafted items. So Plague Guard Grips and Stone Plate Greaves come with physical resistance on them. Obviously we're using gloves for our set, but if we weren't, they are good options, especially for fresh level 100s, although to be fair, you're going to be crafting probably 70 or 80 of them before you find one you like. I actually need to go back here. So I like to go across the top here. There is free dynamite. There's also one of the carts up here. There it is. But more importantly, free dynamite. Okay, and I think the Black Legion can take care of the rest of them. Treasure Trove also here. I didn't know it was going to be there, but I'm glad that it's there. I knew it was a potential spawn location, but it's actually not there most of the time. Alright, and then we just take my usual route through here, I think. You want to be kind of over here-ish. That's fine, we'll just go for a walk. I want down there, don't I? That is, I think, actually not where I want to go. This place is a maze. Even though I kind of know where I'm going, it's also very easy to get lost. So actually, not down there. We go over this one, and now we go down. And we've made it out to the main street. There's my other cart. That old man incessantly complaining he's not dead, he feels happy. Monty Python jokes for the win. Okay, so there's my cart. There goes my cart. And now we duck back inside, so we can go and get, what's his name? Bolag, I think? Bolag's the big dude standing at the gate. Pretty sure, anyway. We need to go bash him, open the gate up, and Rob's your father's brother. Yep, there he is. There's Bolag. He's going to, basically do nothing to me for 3, 2... Oh, he's dead. Ascension just wore off. So, there we go. Gates open. Reputation with the Black Legion. Where are we up to? Respected. Okay, so probably have to turn in, like, one quest, and that should get me to Revered. So then I can buy the merit. Okay. And we're done out here as well, so let's go do a bunch of turn-ins, get the merit with the Malmouth resistance. What do you give me? 250? I think I'm a little bit short. Right, what else are we doing? I do want to get possession. No, I've already got Path of the Three, so I don't need possession. I don't need... I mean, 1 point of Vile Eruption would be kind of like, yeah, it's nice to have. I do cast Drieg's Evil Eye a lot, and that little bit of extra damage is not horrible, but I don't think I need it. I definitely don't need Terrifying Gaze either, and realistically, I don't need Bloodburst. So I could quite happily take those 2 points out, and then I have 4. And then maybe just max the bar, or Aspect of the Guardian is always good to have more points in. More physical resistance is always good. The percentage retaliation is, yeah, it's okay. Offensive ability could be good. Presence of Virtue, let's max that out. So 157 offensive ability. Definitely can't complain about that. Okay, let's turn this one in. You are Malmouth resistance. Ah, I really would have liked to get the writ modifier on that 500. Oh well, it's not happening, so just going to have to deal with it. Warborn Gavel. I'm going to hang on to that for the moment. I'll probably end up selling that if I start finding some set jewelry. But a 1x3 that I can transmute is not something I want to throw away just yet. Okay. There's my writ. So this is going to give me 50% bonus. So that 500 I just got there should have been 750, but yeah, it is what it is. What do we get access to here? This is all rings and amulets stuff. And yeah, weapons there. What do I actually have on here? This is all elemental. Okay. At level 90, my elemental resistance problems completely go away, so I can have my rings back at that point. Do we get any retaliation? Not from these guys. Okay, let's go take the Steel Cap District. And then, what did we just hit 87, so we should be right now. Maybe go do some totems. I think I'll finish the city of Malmouth, and then we'll think about totems. Forgotten Gods is not particularly difficult when you know where you're going and what you need to look out for. Okay, everybody gets a Curse of Frailty. Eyeballs and frisbees for everybody. I'm not seeing any blue items on the map. There's the first one. This is a lot of heroes to kill to only get, oh, I guess 2 now. Algaraz can go down. There's a purple. Maybe even 2 purples. So, why is this guy not dying? It might have been hitting a piece of terrain or something. Okay, there's a lot of blues and purples on the ground here. What did we win? Stoneguard Girdle, meh. 2 blues, who cares? Pick up the greens as well, why not? And the Black Scourge, which... I think is that a pet thing? Yeah, that's the Chaos pet thing. Oh well. No good items for me, but we'll sell all that. It'll be fine. Okay, next move is breaching the gates and collecting all of the people who are suspiciously not dead in spite of the fact that they are like 5 meters away from huge packs of ethereals. But we're not supposed to talk about that. I think we can just go do it, yeah. Okay, I'm going to have to ask you guys to get out of the way, please. Don't expect that you're going to do it. Ooh, that's XP. He says as he completely ignores hordes of ethereals. Not interested in killing things for XP, but, you know, XP that I have to go back for and pick up and right-click on my inventory. Now that's where it's at. Alright, let's head downstairs here. And we can just sort of throw the occasional frisbee at these idiots as we run past. Okay, here is... I think this is the magical stuff first, right? The arcane supplies. Abandoned arcane supplies, yep. So we get that first. Send that back to town. Grab the Aether Shard. And... Ooh, is that Fanolg the Iceborn? Okay. Interesting name. Shame about the loot. What's that ring? Vile Intent. Yeah, no. It's, problem with a lot of the poison items that I'm going to find is they are just poison items, they're not retaliation items. And this is... I mean, technically it's a poison build, but actually it's a retaliation build that happens to do poison damage. Alright, so let's send Vivian back to town. Let's let Richter die in the street for some reason. I don't know why he's happy to die in the street, but, you know, who am I to say no? And now we come to one of the most dangerous parts of the entire city. So, just here, or just up these stairs, is one of the rippiest corners in the entire city. So when you get here, just be a little careful. Maybe come up to the corner here and just give it a second, because there's all these ethereals, all these mages and stuff in here, and they're going to come pouring around this corner. They brought some friends, and hopefully you can kill them a few at a time. Because if you have to fight all of this at the same time, and you were unlucky enough to have, well, here's a whole bunch of Stormbearers and Titans and all the rest of it. The, I think it's, is it Henicius? One of the other heroes in this area can spawn here. He has friends. You get more trash here because of the quest item. You get all the mages come pouring out of here. If you rush into this area, you can definitely get a bit of a beatdown. So I do usually take it a little slow around here, but it should be fine. Just don't dash into it. Here he is. So it was Haraxus. There we go. Fleshweaver Haraxus. he can spawn back there where that previous quest item was. And if he's there, then he's got extra friends. And then you got the mages coming out of the side, and you can get other heroes there as well, and it just becomes a bit of a mess. Okay, Rhyme Guard Shorsus, we can eat that blueprint and then promptly never think about it ever again. Blow the barricade. Now I'm going to clear this area here because this is the entry to the Black Iron Docks, which I will be doing most likely. It kind of depends on how my reputation's going by the time I finish the rest of it. Sky Shard Spellblade, that's 94. Okay, so random chests are now... I mean, I guess it's an exalted chest, but it's giving me level 94 stuff. So we are absolutely in business. We are cooking with gas. We are firing on all cylinders. And other idioms as well. I think they're called idioms, aren't they? I don't know. You get what I mean. I am going to go back down here and blow up this dynamite wall section thing. I don't think I need to go into the lighthouse for anything. I don't need the devotion shrine, but just in case. Anytime I do blow this up, I never use it, and anytime I don't blow it up, I always end up regretting it. So I'm just going to pay the dynamite. I've got plenty of it. I'll pay the dynamite now, and then I'll never have to use that gap ever again. Alright. Look at these guys. They're standing right next to the door to this building, right? And then we go in the building, and there they are. Here's Renna and Rivia, and is Hiram here? Yep, there's Hiram. They're all just chilling out. This guy's like on the other side of a wall, and they didn't find him. Are their eyes painted on, or what? Look, the window's not even shut. There's no way they've been standing there in dead silence for however long it took me to get from, you know, Devil's Crossing, go through 6 other acts. No way, no way. They're in cahoots. They're working with the Ethereals. There's no other explanation. Similar to how in PoE, when they first introduced the, was it the Betrayed Masters? Where they had Haku and, what were the other ones? Katarina. It's been ages. When they first put them in, they're all standing out in the middle of a field, completely surrounded by monsters that are, you know, out to kill everybody, and yet none of them have a scratch on them. I mean, obviously they were going to betray us. Anyway, hopefully the next PoE season isn't quite so bad, but I kind of have a feeling that I might just be done with Path of Exile. Okay, let's go back. I think I'm well and truly burnt out on Path of Exile's campaign. I don't know why I'm still enjoying Grim Dawn's campaign. I think it's probably because there's so many new characters, there's so many different ways you can level. Even though, you know, not all of them are going to be Force Wave levels of efficiency, but they're all interesting and fun. Whereas with PoE, you don't get any of the fun gems until you get to sort of Act 3 or Act 6. So you're just stuck leveling another Freezing Pulse Witch, or maybe you want to do pets or something, but it's always just the same thing. You know, Flame Totem with the little ghosts attached to it, and then Firewall with Magma Orb, and it's just the same thing. Every witch you level, you pretty much do the same thing. I think that's it, but I'm not really sure. I'm not sold on that idea, but for whatever the reason is, I've definitely had enough of PoE's campaign. I tried it the last season, and I lasted, I mean, a couple hours tops. This guy seems like he's stuck on that one platform. Alright, we are done here, so let's go see about talking to Ulgrim or Creed? It is actually neither of them. Alright, there's level 88. What do I want to put points into? This one here, we don't get anything out of putting that last point in there, so I'm not going to bother with that. We could get some more health here. Shield block chance on this is also not bad. This is kind of looking like it might be the way to go. The Guardians are not ever really going to do amazing damage. They are there for the Celestial Presence. If we go over here to Occultist, Aspect of the Guardian is good. And I guess stats, maybe stats. I think Aspect of the Guardian. Get some more physical resist. It's never a bad thing. Okay, Black Iron Docks. Let's go do the Black Iron Docks. And then that way, later, when I forget that I've already done them, I can wonder if I have enough reputation. I think I did that one time and I'll never forget it. Alright, we can just walk past all this. Throw them a frisbee, there you go. Play catch. So the Black Iron Docks are right here. That was the little section that I cleared out earlier. It's a fun little wave-based kind of thing. You get in there, you stand in the middle of it, and you just kill stuff as it spawns. And there's a decent number of heroes in it, so we should be getting a decent amount of loot as well. So here we go. We can just get rid of these idiots. There we go. And then if you guys would like to... Well, I was going to say if you'd like to follow me, but then you all just went and died on me, so I guess you can wait here. I'll be right back, promise. Are you going to make it down the stairs? Nope. Okay. So let's turn the loot off here, and we'll just clear this area out. Now these Ethereal Sentinels are a pain in the backside, so we'll take care of them, and then these should start spawning, but I want to kill the other Ethereal Sentinel first. Okay, and now we kill the waves. Here they come. The stun on the shield, the frisbee thing, is actually really cool. Everything's stunned, it can't sort of run after you and do damage. Surprisingly effective defensive tool is just, you know, killing everything as well. Okay. I actually killed the Arcane last there. Normally I try to target it, but everything died too quickly. Okay, I think we're done. Black Iron Docks, yep, we're done. Did we get any loot? I mean, we got loot, but none of it's any good. So there we go. Black Iron Docks done. We can go to... I think that's the wrong one. That's definitely the wrong one. We'll go turn this in, and then we'll just go kill Theodin, I think. How's our resistances here? Aether, 7% over, way over on Lightning. I think I want to get some Aether resistance. Maybe I'll just drink a potion. But I think I want to get a little bit of Aether resistance before we go messing with the with Theodin. Just in case. What was that belt actually? Avengers? Stone Guard. I don't think I use that on any of my other builds, so we'll sell that. What are you? Vestments of Severed Faith. Nope, Chaos stuff. And that'll do us. Alright. We will bank all of this. I think I am going to hang on to that just for transmuting purposes, but probably I'll end up selling it. Right, reputation for these guys. How we looking? Well, Black Legion's pretty much done. And then Malmouth Resistance is getting up there. It's definitely getting up there. Okay, speak with Olgrim in Crown Hill. Let's go do that. So we can What are we doing? Talk to Ulgrim. And agree to take care of the vents. No worries. So first vent, just down the road here. We can... Probably should go back and kill all of this, but if we get them all funneled nicely into this little ramp, we can throw frisbees down it, and they can all die nicely. These things have just got too much health. I don't really want to mess with it. So many mages. And they're dead. Never mind. There's a totem there. I definitely want to be doing that. And I think we can safely fight all this. So the shrine here will have some heroes, which I'm going to kill. Spell Dracus, that's an interesting name. I actually kind of like that one. Whoop, we've got... There's a Valexteria? Yeah. So Valexteria is here. Let's get out of the meteors. I don't actually care if she sunders me again, though. Okay, everybody's dead, right? Everybody's dead? Okay, what do we get? Dreadnought footpads. Seal of Annihilation. Okay. That'll be going on my amulet pretty much as soon as we're done with Malmouth. Because the Seal of Annihilation is kind of the default for amulets. Shredding enemy offensive and defensive ability, I think it does. Where is it? Trojan's hat, who cares? Yeah, so attack and cast speed is pretty good, but the Annihilation proc there, minus 55 for DA and OA on enemies, is really, really nice. 20% reduction to enemies' health is also pretty good, but the DA shred is quite nice. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and use Ascension, turn the loot off so I can see what's going on. Well, I can somewhat see what's going on. There's a lot of goop on the ground here. 2 blue items, Aether Steel, nope. None of those are named Perdition. But that's alright. What do we got here? Quick Draw Gloves. Lovely. Okay. You guys can get your own frisbee. Taking mine up here. Alright, we can get rid of these guys. Now I've got... I gotta kill this thing. Can I hit it from up here? I don't think I can, but... It kind of looks like I might be able to, maybe. I don't know. I'll probably have to actually go down there. I don't think I'm going to be able to shoot out the window here, so... That's alright. Global attacks are on the rise, you guys. Okay, I'm going to drop a rift here. And then that way I'll do a big loop of the area, get all of the vents, and then we'll come back to the main rift in this area and just come back here. Alright. So we can just motor through this section. Don't need to kill anything here. That's got a lore note in it from memory. Nope, memory's bad. Senility's kicking in. Getting old, you guys. Okay, more Aether Crystals. I've already done the totem in this area, so I'm not too fussed about much that's left here, actually. I think the only thing that really matters at this point is going to be just down here. Ooh, treasure trove. I forget there's a treasure trove in this area, because I don't see it very often. And you guys need to stop throwing things at me. It's very rude. Alright, treasure trove. Do you mind? I'm busy, go away. Eldritch Essence, very happy about. Bladed plating, and I guess it's alright. Can't get 1 minute of peace in this city. Alright, we can just go out here. Now, I should have revered with the Black Legion by now. I've killed a ton of these idiots. I should be done. So, we can probably go get a whole bunch of Mankind's Vigil or Kingsguard powders and just make resistance as a thing that we don't care about anymore. Okay. More in aspect of the Guardian, because why not? I think I'm going to put... we've got 12, let's say 15 more points available. I think they're all going into aspect of the Guardian and then into Haven. So that'll be the lot for us. That's the wrong way to go. Let's go back through this way. It's going to be fun when I get the conduit online for this thing and I can just spam it. I imagine that the AoE clear is going to be quite good. I haven't actually played an Aegis of Menhir spam build yet. I've always had the cooldown, and I always hated it. And then the one time I played this character in the Season 5 mod, I ended up dying before I got to level 100. So this is, I think, actually the highest level I've been on this particular build before, because I think the one I had in Season 5, I could go look at the footage, but I think it died around 70 or 80, something like that. Alright, we are done. Let's go kill Theodin. Should also get the council as well, but we'll get them on the way out. Okay, so we can skip all this. If I had another movement skill, it would be very useful right about now. Getting through this place on, for example, let's say a Blade Master, is really easy because you blitz and then you immediately follow it up with a Shadow Strike to the next pack, and then by the time you get there, your blitz is off cooldown, so you go to the next pack. Going through here, so when I was farming the Krieg set on the Death Knight, I had a blitz-like skill for the movement rune, and then I had, well, actual blitz because I was a soldier, and I would just fly through this area. Barely killed anything, but I got through super fast. Which is kind of what you want. Alright, so going downstairs here, how are we looking for reputation? Should be fine. Imperial Vanguard, yeah, we just hit hated. So I don't have to worry about Archmage Alexander, which is nice. So going in here, there's only actually 3 things I care about, maybe 4. First one is Krieg, who's over here, and we're going to go pay him a beating. Similar to paying someone a visit, but you leave them on the floor with one of the legs broken off their chairs. So here's Krieg, and we can safely just kill him. Now, I saw the icon there for a sunder, but I don't think he's ever sundered me, so I don't know if there's a bug there, perhaps, or maybe the Guardians got hit instead of me. I don't know what's going on. But he's never actually managed to sunder me, in spite doing the sunder animation. Alright, got a couple of blueprints here to eat. Eldritch Mirror, not bad. Attack and cast speed from memory. And bladed plating may actually get some use in this build. Usually, you don't use it. Alright, here's a Hagelvar. Hagelvar is number 2 on my list of 4 things I care about in this area. His buddy is going to be number 3, and his buddy hopefully is going to be on this platform over here. His buddy is not on this platform. We might have to go south a bit. That star on the map up there, that's just the door that doesn't open yet. So number 3 is being a little bit elusive. There he is, right next to number 4. So here's number 4, Hagarond. Kind of hoping that they do something with him in Fangs. Fangs of Astrakhan, the new expansion coming end of this year, early next year. I hope they do something with him. You can just kill him, or you can kind of talk to him and let him go, and just like that, nothing happens. So there you go. There is also... Where is it? Yeah, here we go. If you bash down these things... Hey, loot in the walls. Absolutely not worth. That's alright. Unholy Visage of the Covenant. I'm pretty sure that's a Chaos, Chaos Hellhound set. Either way, not really interested in it. Let's just kill off the stuff here in front of the door. And Theodin, honestly, I'm kind of expecting him to be a bit of a pushover. I guess we'll see. I am going to go and get an Aether potion. I don't think he shreds your resistance, but I just want to make sure. And as long as I'm in the area, as it were, I may as well use some royal jelly stuff too. Alright, get rid of all of this. Alright, I think that's it. Yep. So, do I have an Aether potion there already? I do indeed. I'll grab one of those, and 1, 2, 3 of those as well. And Mama said knock you out. Everybody drink up. Let's chuck all these back, and we'll go kill ourselves. What even is Theodin? Is he a god? I don't know. He's about to be a corpse. We'll go sort him out. Here we go. I mean, he's not listed as a Celestial. I think I managed to dash straight into that and wiped out half my health bar in one go. I think that's what happened there. Yes, yes. So arrogant. Sure, that's not projection at all. Alright, here he comes. So I've got Ascension active, Curse, Refresh, and... down he goes. Let's get out of the goop. I mean, that's the plan, buddy. Alright, he's bringing some friends in. I think I'm going to kill his friends. Get out of that puddle as well. Behold the power of the Aether. I mean, I'm waiting. Is the power of the Aether in the room with us right now? There he goes. Changes nothing except for your status from alive to dead. Actually, as far as the lore goes, does he actually die, or is he just, like, banished back to the Aether? Who knows? Hey, Cinder Touch. That would have been really good in the farming that I did in the last 2 weeks. Took a little longer to find the other ones. Right, so that's the end of those pants used in another build I've got as well. That's the end of Theodin. And the end of the expansion. I guess I've still got to go kill the council. We can probably do that now. Let's just go get that done. And then, is that going to be... where are we up to? Still actually a decent amount to go. So I'm probably going to grind a couple of dozen bounties just to get that done. Because I do want my XP pots. Level 90, not quite. Let's say level 89.5 heading into Forgotten Gods. I'll probably be completely done with Forgotten Gods around level 93, 94. And then it's just totems all the way to 100, really. Here I am complaining about not having any XP and just walking past all these idiots. These ones are made out of XP, but loot is not really an ingredient in their makeup. I guess I do still have to do the Magi dungeon to get the conduit recipe as well, so that'll be fun. Alright, let's take out this horde of green idiots, and then we'll go kill the council as well. Anybody else? I think everyone's dead there. I'm going to wait for Ascension. And then as soon as that's kind of almost there, I think we'll just go kill the council. And that'll be all she wrote. So we got a curse on them. Curse of Frailty on everybody. Ascension's active. And when they get low, they do, they put up their crystals. It's going to be like damage absorption. Oh, there's one. You're supposed to have damage absorption, not just die. Don't you know your own abilities? Alright, maybe I don't know their abilities. Maybe that's the council in Port Valbury does that. Yeah, I'm not sure. These guys get the crystals as well, so all these... I mean, realistically, if you're a basic enemy and you have those crystals orbiting around you, it just means you can't hide. You're still gonna die. You just stand out really easily for the main character to kill you. Okay, I think the rest of those guys can just kind of hang out. May as well grab the loot. Why not? Why not? Everybody needs more bits, right? Everybody, well, I mean, everybody else needs more bits. I think I'm okay. Alright, so the council's dead as well. Let's go turn all this in. And all that's left in ultimate difficulty now is Forgotten Gods, I think. So Master of Flesh is no more. Agreed. Avatar of Order is, I guess, not bad, actually. Just looking at that, the Retaliation added to attack on Aegis is not bad. If I was playing a Templar, so that's going to be Oathkeeper and Arcanist, then that flat fire retaliation is looking very juicy. Of course, if I was playing a Templar, I'd just never get this item to drop. Retaliation on Drain Essence as well. Okay, there you go. Okay, and we've got the Pack of Deadly Means. I swear I get that as a quest reward every other time. Anyway, we'll just sell that. Same with that. Don't plan on using it on any other builds. I'm going to hang on to these two and just check them against my Death Knight uses these pants. Actually, I don't need to. That's a very low roll on the Fizz Res, and I think that Cinder Touch, I think, goes up to like 16%, so we'll just pretend that didn't drop. That's fine. What is it? I've found them, and the Ethereal's using them. I've destroyed the factory. Yeah, you're probably right. I have no idea what she's right about, but she's probably right. She seems like a smart fella, or a smart lady. Okay, so all we have left now is Forgotten Gods, but I want Revered with the Malmouth Resistance before we get into that. So, how we doing? That's going to be in the next episode, though. We're already above an hour. So I'm going to end this episode here. I'd like to thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.